Hi guys, my name is Ellie. I teach sewing and crafts at the library, and today instead of my normal craft video, I'm going to switch it up. We're going to get crafty in the kitchen and I will show you how to make some homemade vegetable stock. This is a super simple recipe that helps you utilize kitchen waste and parts of vegetables you otherwise wouldn't use, and the result tastes so much better than any kind of store-bought stock. So I have my good friend Beth here from the public library. She loves cooking and she's going to tell you a little bit about stock.
Thanks, Ellie, for inviting me to your kitchen. I miss seeing you at the library. So today I'm going to be just talking a little bit about basic vegetable stock. And vegetable stock is one of those things you have a lot of ability to change to your palate and what you have. But it's always a good idea to start with things that don't overpower your palate. Onions, garlic, carrots, celery are very good starter vegetables for any basic stock. Mushrooms, tomatoes, you can go add any of these if you have them as well. But you don't want to add too many starchy vegetables. Things like potatoes or turnips or parsnips can make for a cloudy stock that has a more starchy or gummy flavor texture. So what we're going to do is we're going to chop these vegetables up, and I'm going to send the video back to Ellie so she can show you how this process works.
So I put enough oil in the bottom of my pot to cover the bottom, and I turn it onto a medium-high heat. So now it's warm, so I'm just going to throw a couple crushed garlic cloves in there and get that going first. I knew that I didn't have a lot of garlic in my vegetable scraps, but I still wanted garlicky flavor, so just gonna add those in there. And again, you can use the skins too. It's gonna do is add flavor. Okay, so I'm gonna start to add my vegetable scraps. And I'm just tossing them to kind of coat them in oil. So the goal here is just to cook these until it starts to become fragrant. So how you add flavor to the stock is totally optional to you. You can omit salt and herbs and just have a nice neutral base that you can then go back and build whatever other flavors on top of it. Or you can add the salt or salt and herbs now to go ahead and give your stock some good flavor. So I'm going to be really generous with the salt. Most of it's going to boil out anyway, so it's better to go a little heavy on the salt. And I'm going to add some thyme and rosemary from my garden. And a couple bay leaves as well. So I'm really starting to smell the onion and the garlic now. So I'm just going to give it a little stir, and then I'm going to start adding water. So you want to add enough water to cover all your vegetables by about an inch. So I pretty much have all the vegetables covered now. So I'm going to turn the heat up to high. And now we want to bring this to a boil. So I'm going to put the lid on to kind of help speed up that process. So my stock is now at a nice rolling boil, so I've turned the heat down to about medium. And I'm just going to let this hang out and keep simmering for about an hour. And then after that we can do a little taste test, see if we need more salt or herbs, and see if we want to let the flavors meld for a little bit longer. So it's been just over an hour, and as you can see, the vegetables have cooked down quite a bit. And I really wish you guys had smell-o-vision because this smells so good. I can't wait to try it. Beth, how's your stock doing?
Thanks, Ellie. It smells quite delicious here. You're right. I do wish everyone had smell-o-vision. Let's see what's cooking. You can smell the savoriness of the garlic and the earthy tones of where the celery and onions have released. And there's a mild sweetness from the carrots. Mmm, delicious. Bon appetit. Back to you, Ellie.
Great, that looks delicious. So I'm gonna take my strainer here and start to pull out some of these vegetables. So once your stock is cooled down some, you can transfer it to jars for storage. It will keep for about a week in the fridge or up to 3 months in the freezer. Just make sure, especially if you're putting your jars in the freezer, that you leave a couple inches of free space at the top of the jar so it has some room to expand. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.